Yo, what up, team? Happy Thursday. Hope that you guys are having a fantastic day so far and that you really enjoyed that workout. Here are your stretches for the day. Let's get after it and make the most of the rest of our day.
All right, team, we're going to kick things off today with our standing straddle pose. So with this, we're essentially taking the splits or putting our legs out as wide as we possibly can. We're hinging forward, still sending those hips up towards the ceiling. But as opposed to our down dog stance, we're actually going to walk those hands in as close to the body as we can. And then we're going to look at actually trying to drop our elbows down to the floor and hanging out here for 2 minutes. Still just relaxing into this pose, guys. So with each exhale that we take, we're trying to relax and let ourselves sink closer and closer down to that floor. Alright, team, so we're going to come out of there now and we are going to get into our low dragon pose. So with this, we're getting into that super deep lunge with that front leg thrown as far forward as we possibly can while that heel is still glued through to the floor. From here, we're focusing on driving that knee out as we drop down to our elbows on the floor. So we're getting a stretch under the hip, getting into our low back a bit. But we're going to hang out here for 2 minutes now. Still got a little while left to go, guys. So remember, just keep relaxing deeper and deeper into that stretch with each exhale that we take. Swap sides now, team. So we're going to get into that deep lunge still, dropping down to those elbows, and then we're driving that knee out nice and wide. We're going to hold out here for 2 minutes. guys. So remember, with each exhale, we're just trying to relax further and further into this stretch. Alright guys, so we're going to come out of there now and we're going to get into our pigeon stretch on the opposite side of our body just to give that side a break. So we'll come down and bring that left foot forward. We're trying to get it as close to perpendicular with our body as possible. From here, we're keeping that back leg stretched out. We're trying to drive those hips down to that floor. From here, guys, we're going to hop down to our elbows if we can, or extend our arms out over head on the floor, whichever works best for you guys. We're just gonna hang out and hold this position for 2 minutes. Still have a little while left to go. We're nearly there though, team. Swap sides, team, so we'll slowly come up out of there. We can press up out of that floor, and then we're gonna rotate around and we'll drop down into that stretch on the opposite side of our body. So remembering, we're trying to keep that foot as close to perpendicular with our body as possible, extending that back leg out straight. We're trying to just open up the lateral side of that hip with this stretch. So from here we can drop down to those elbows, or we can reach our arms out overhead on the ground. We're gonna hang out here for 2 minutes, team. Exhale, we're trying to push ourselves closer and closer to the floor as we relax deeper and deeper into the stretch. We still got a little while left to go, guys. guys, we're going to come out of that pigeon stretch now and look at stretching the front side of our hip. So we're going to get into our Samson lunge position now with this. We're creating those 90-degree angles with each leg. We're going to take our arms, clasp the fingertips together, and press those arms up straight overhead towards the ceiling. From here, I want you to squeeze your glutes and try and drive that hip forward. We should be feeling a stretch down the front of our leg or into our quad. I'm going to hang out here for 2 minutes, guys. There, teams, remember we're squeezing that glute, driving that hip ever so slightly forward with each exhale that we take. Still want you guys focused on pulling your rib cage down to your pelvis and keeping that tension on in the midline. Still got a little while longer left to go in this pose, team. To swap sides now, team. So bring those hands down, rotate around, kick up the opposite leg into that stretch. Then we're still going to reach those hands up towards the ceiling, squeeze that glute, drive that hip forward, but still in this, guys, don't let that low back arch. So to do that, I want you to think about bracing that tummy or pulling that rib cage down to the pelvis. We're going to hang out here for 2 minutes, team. Guys, we still got a little while longer left to go, so remember, we're trying to relax further and further into the stretch. Still keep squeezing that glute and keeping that tension on as we try and drive that hip forward. Guys, we're going to come out of there now and get into our twisted child's pose. So with this, our knees are still about hip width to shoulder width apart. We're sending those hips back towards our heels. From here, we'll rock down into our child's pose, but then we're going to walk those hands off to the right hand side of the body, so that we're stretching out the left side of our back, getting into that lat. And from here, we're going to try and drop that chest down to the floor. We're going to hang out here for 2 minutes, team. Let's go. exhale we take, we're trying to drop that chest closer and closer to the floor. We still have a little while longer left to go. To the opposite side of the body now, team. From there, we're still going to drop that chest down through to the floor now as we stretch out the right side of that upper back a little bit more. We're still looking with each exhale that we take to drop that chest closer and closer to the floor. Team, remembering this is our last stretch of the day, so let's just try and focus on that breathing for the last little bit. Follow each breath in, follow each breath out. Try and relax further and further into the stretch. Us for today, team. Awesome work, awesome effort all around. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See you tomorrow.